I'm John Ripley. I am a boating officer for TWRA. On a day-to-day basis, my primary responsibilities are going to be waterways, whether that be lakes or rivers, and then I still answer any call that comes in to our dispatch while I'm out. Now, the number one thing is safety. Make sure you have life jackets on board for everybody. We recommend you wear your life jackets. The other thing is to have a sober operator operating your vessel. An impaired operator is the number one cause for boating fatalities in the state of Tennessee. In 2022, we've had 10 boating fatalities. Of those 10, 9 individuals were not wearing life jackets in those fatalities. In 2021, we had 22 fatalities, and then in 2020, we actually had 31 fatalities. It was the most that we had for a long stretch of time due to the fact of how many boaters came out. Due to COVID, not being able to go anywhere else, they got on the water. So 2021 was actually the highest fatality year that we had in a very long time.
In the state of Tennessee?
In the state of Tennessee. You have to have one life jacket on board for everybody. Any child under the age of 13 has to wear it while they're on board, so 12 years and under have to wear it. If your boat is over 16 feet long, you have to have a top 4 throwable or a ring to throw to someone. You also have to have a fire extinguisher on board. You need to have a sound producing device along with your boat registration.
What are the things that they should be looking for when they're driving and in the water or even like outside of the water?
Anytime you're operating on the water, you need to watch out for debris, any kind of obstacles. You also need to watch out for other vessels, because on lakes there's no speed limits, there's no stop signs, there's no lanes keeping everybody in a certain direction. Boats can pass you in any direction and come from any direction, whether that be a cove or behind you. So keeping a good observation is the number one thing the operator has to do while operating the vessel. With any jet ski or PWC, you need to practice on it because it operates differently than a vessel, than a normal boat. One of the biggest problems we see with jet skis are people do not realize when you let off the throttle, you lose your steering. Newer jet skis have helped with this problem, but a lot of jet skis, as soon as you let off that throttle, you lose your steering. So people get scared, let go of the throttle and try to turn, and they will go straight. Also with jet skis, you do have to have your life jacket on at all times. You have to have the kill switch attached to you at all times. And to operate a PWC, you have to be 12 years or older.
So let's say in an emergency, something happens, what is the first thing that someone should do?
First thing someone should do is you want to put on your life jacket and you want to stay calm, and depending on the emergency, if the boat flips, you want to stay with the boat. You want to stay out of the water, stay with the boat, don't try to swim to the shore. If you have a phone, dial 911 and try to get help out to you.
What do you do on the water?
We mainly patrol. We are looking for any kind of safety violations, whether that be people riding on the bow of the boat, on the sun deck, children without life jackets is a big one for us, and then any kind of reckless operation, whether that be people passing too close, jet skis trying to spray other boats, or anything that is a safety violation. That's what we're primarily out here looking for.
So you would give them a ticket or something like that, or can you actually arrest them?
We can, depending on what it is, we can either give a warning, citation, or arrest. For a BUI, or boating under the influence, is now the same as DUI. It carries the same penalty, and coming July 1st, they will be interchangeable when you're looking at second and third offenses. So if you get a BUI after July 1st, if you have a BUI and then get a DUI, it would actually be DUI second offense.
And is the alcohol content in the body the same per driving?
It is. The legal limit is 0.08 on the water, just like it is the road. However, alcohol actually affects people more on the water than it does on the roadway or at their house, due to the fact that most people are dehydrated. They're out in the sun all day. You have the waves, the water actually messes with their equilibrium. So we have seen people that they may be below that 0.08 blood alcohol concentration, but they are highly impaired from the amount of alcohol they have due to the fact of how dehydrated they are and the fact that they've been on the lake for several hours, and it just impaired their overall motor functions.
So be safe out there. This has been Kirsten reporting for Kingsport Times News.